it's Ro. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be super fun. I'm going to be giving you a tour of my new kitchen. As many of you know, I am a big fan of home organization, which is why I'm so excited to show you how I've organized the new kitchen. I can't wait to show you inside every drawer so you can see what products I'm using and how I've organized things. And I'm also very excited about my organizational containers. I created these with iDesign and they are now out at the Container Store. I'll put a link down below so you can check them out. I couldn't be more proud of these for so many reasons. These plastic containers are made out of 100% recycled plastic bottles. These are directly diverted from a landfill and they've melted them down and created these canisters. They're BPA free, they're food safe. Other ones out on the market right now are kind of a split, like they're 40% recycled materials and then 60% virgin plastics and other things. These are the first at the Container Store, 100% green. Even the lids are green. They're made out of a wood called Paulownia, which is one of the fastest growing woods. It's fast to make, it's easy to produce, it's really lightweight. Even because it's so light, it's reducing carbon footprint when it's being transported. Then these solid color canisters, they're really lightweight. They look ceramic and they're kind of matte. They photograph really well. The color is a cream color. We named it Coconut after my dog, and these are actually made out of bioresin. So these are very green as well. Now, without further ado, come check out my kitchen. I'm gonna show you inside every drawer. We're gonna get in there in depth. Now, this corner of the kitchen is the most used because this is where I hang out to bake. This is where I film all my videos. So I've organized these drawers to have all of my baking supplies that I might need while I'm doing a recipe or while I'm filming a video. This first drawer has a bunch of spatulas. I've got offset spatulas starting from large and then to my regular spatulas. I've got frosting levelers, I've got pie cutters, and then a bunch of goodies here. I mean, anything that you could use. The next drawer has got my hand mixers and some electrical appliances. I've got my 2 hand mixers, not 1, but 2, because I am known to have blown out a motor 1 or 2 or maybe 3 times from overuse. Then I've got my emulsifier here, a bunch of whisks, the attachments, and my rolling pins and the silicone mats. A nice tip for home organization is you can put a bunch of bins right next to each other and then put similar items in them so you can easily see them and find them. That's made a big difference for me. In the last drawer, the bottom drawer, I like to keep heavier things. So here I've got my mixing bowls, the glass bowls, and my big measure bowls. And then my little ones are right over here. They're right in this drawer. Doo-doo! Here I keep my smaller mixing bowls that I use on camera, and here's all of my measuring spoons. Then over here at the end, these are all pieces of parchment paper that have been pre-cut, so they're ready to go and throw into a cake pan. Then this drawer over here is the silverware drawer. I like to keep the silverware right underneath the plate. So the plates are up here. These are the plates that I use every day. As you can see, I've used these plates for years. They are beat up. I have used these plates for over a decade. They don't look fancy, but I just love that they're lightweight. And then I have our cuter bowls up here. I use these for like popcorn and some more mixing bowls. And up there is the salad bowl, which I use usually for Thanksgiving or Christmas, some big family get together. That's why it's all the way up there. I do have to get on a ladder to get it down. Another great organizational tip is the stuff that you use every day, your silverware, your plates, make them as easily accessible as possible. Like these ones are the easy because I use them the most, and the things that you use less often, you can put it out of reach a little bit because I'm not using that big bowl every day. Same philosophy over here. These are the glasses that we use every day for water or orange juice. They're on the bottom shelf, the most used. These I use every day and they're still within hand's reach, but they're just so beautiful. I love these so much. I got the blue first and I got them in this beautiful yellow. Up at the top, these are more for entertaining. So I've got the pitchers when we have people over, and these are all pool safe glasses up here. Then on the counter, I've just got some basics. I like to keep some fresh fruit out. I like to cut up lemon every day and put it in my water. That's why we've got the knives here as well. Everything's close. We got our cookbook stands, fresh rosemary, culinary, cutting board, KitchenAid. Now let's drop it low, just like so. This is amazing, you guys. Look at this. The builder of the house made these great pull-out drawers for pots and pans. So on this side, I've got all my metal pots and pans that pull out, and the Always pan. Great product, one of my favorite. It has a steamer, it has a great little place to hold your spoon, and I've got a little bit of specialty pan. Got my crepe pan and my cast iron skillet. And a lot of you are actually asking me where I got the cute blue pots and pans. It was a set that I found online. It's from a company called Green Pan, and they make a lot of colors. This cute blue color is not the only color they make. And then here is my two heavy bottom sauce pots, and they're very heavy, so they go on the bottom shelf. I almost forgot about this drawer. It's my little secret drawer. It has some more baking things. So when I'm hanging out here baking, I've just got some more parchment paper in case I have something an odd size. I need to cut something new. Piping bags right here with their little hooks to close them. Look at this. Look how much. Ooh, this is probably what restaurants buy. Piping bags for days for decorating. Now let's talk machinery. These are the ovens. This is where I bake everything. These are Thermador ovens. I have two ovens down here and a very large stovetop. And I know what you may think, is this a turntable on top of your griddle? And the answer is yes, because I don't use it. This, you can use it, but it gets so stinking messy and it's so heavy to take out and clean. Moving on, over here, a third oven. This is the weirdest microwave I've ever used in my life. It's a convection microwave, and it doesn't quite work the same as a regular microwave that I've had in my houses before. Regular microwaves use microwaves, and a convection oven uses heat. Speaking of all the baking in the ovens, this is where I store all of the drying racks and a lot of my muffin tins and cupcake tins. Full sheets I don't use as often, so they are up at the top. Half sheets and baking pans right here. Are you ready to see one of the most satisfying things for someone who loves organization? Let me introduce you to my spices. I store all the spices here because it's right next to the stove. So if I'm cooking, I can just open the drawer and add a little bit more paprika or oregano or whatever I'm feeling when I'm cooking. I transferred all of my spices into these clear glass containers. I've also labeled them on the top, but there's also a label on the side. So if I ever have them out on the counter and I can't see the top and I just go, what is this one again? And it's so I don't grab, cinnamon and nutmeg. They look similar. So you want to put a label on the side, and then for expiration I put a little label at the bottom. Then down here below we have some more spices and a bunch of my cooking oils. And speaking of oils, I like to keep two right here on the stove top so that they're easy to grab and use for daily use. And then these are salt and pepper grinders. They're super cute, and I've just got some new salts because we ran out. Mike, my boyfriend, he loves pink Himalayan salt. It's his favorite. Got a little canister of a bunch of little wooden spoons. I use these for everything. So these stay right next to the stove. Now, because the stove top's right here and this is where I do a lot of cooking, I've got a lot of my cooking tools in this top shelf. I've used these dividers to separate them, spatulas on the end. I've got a bunch of mixing spoons, soup spoons, my little tongs. The next drawer is a little bit stovetop, a little bit sink. So right here, I've got my kitchen mitts, oven mitts, and hot plates. They're the closest to the stove. Then I've got the zester and cheese graters, then a lot of strainers, and my colanders. And in the bottom drawer, I've got, oh, Coconut, you want to help me? A bunch of cutting boards. I keep them down here because I like to keep them right where I'm cooking and prepping vegetables. Before I show you the cute dog station, I want to show you something I'm really excited about. Just a sneak peek because I've already done a fridge tour. These are from my new product line. I call them the snacker. That's not an official name, it's just what I call them. You can separate all your little snacks so you can just take the little lid off and have a treat. I love this, and it's also teaching my little nephew. He'll come over, open the fridge, and see, look, all these yummy fruits that he can choose from, and he can pick something yummy and healthy to snack on. And is this packets of sweet and sour sauce from Panda Express? Maybe, but moving on. I switched from ice cream to popsicles for the summer. So let's open this up. Right down here, these little bins are from my line, and we've got little popsicles. I keep them on the lower shelf because my little nephew nephew. He goes, "Can I have popsicle, please?" And I'm like, yes. And we open it up and he can pick which flavor he'd like. So I think that's cute. And I'm using the bins to make smoothies. I've been getting really into morning smoothies, so I keep all of the ingredients right in here. And they even have dividers. So you can take the dividers out if you don't want them. These are not mine. I got these at Target, and you can see I've used most of them, but I like to juice lemons, and then I freeze them as ice cubes, and then in the morning I just pop them in a glass of water, and you get really fresh lemon water, so I don't have to cut them every day if I don't want to. This corner of the kitchen is the dog station. I had this console custom made to match the table, and we made 3 big drawers so that I could store a lot of their goodies in here. In this first drawer are poopy bags to pick up little poops all over the backyard. I open them up like this, I tear them all off. I do the whole roll, open them up so that they're ready to go, and I just put them in the pile like that. And then I have the extra rolls right next to it. The next drawer over here is some of the items that they use a little less. Then this last drawer has a bunch of their medicines and some treats for joint support. And then up here, I love these canisters. They're so cute. They come in the 3 different sizes, and then there's mini ones as well. But I have labeled them at the top so I remember which treats they have. On the lids, they have a little rubber lining, so it's nice and airtight. It's gonna keep all of the little treats nice and fresh. Then over here in the center island, right nearby, I keep their doggy food. I keep them in these tall canisters now because it comes in a big bag. So I just divide it into a couple canisters like this because it's just easier to lift. In this cabinet, we keep some more doggy supplies. We have some sprays in case there's any accidents. Also the fire extinguisher. Here's the kitchen table. It's very cozy. We have fluffy chairs. They're basically like sitting on clouds. Something I can't live without in the morning is a coffee. This kitchen came with a built-in coffee maker. It's pretty neat. It even has an app on your phone where you can pick if you want a cappuccino or you want a regular coffee, and you can put a cup under here and it will just make it for you. So if I'm upstairs sleeping and I wake up, I can hit a few buttons and it will make a coffee for me right here. And inside, it's pretty cool. They have a canister. You can hook it into here. It can even steam milk. Like you can do cappuccinos. It's just incredible. When I was organizing this kitchen, I thought it would make sense to put a bunch of my teas and coffees right underneath the coffee machine. So in the first drawer, here's my tea collection, bunch of different flavors. Now this shelf is a bunch of bottles. We've got a lot of mason jars, and then some of my water bottles and travel bottles. This drawer has lids and straws that correspond with these guys, little kids cups, and a ton of paper straws. Last drawer has got all the tea and coffee. This is the back stock. Look at all of the coffee. And these are some of my favorite teas. Oh my gosh, delicious. New York breakfast, this tastes like a pancake. On the top shelves, I've got a bunch of my appliances, air fryer, Instapot, regular crock pot, my rice maker, and an additional smoothie. And I keep them there because they're easy to grab. I can just pull up a stool and grab one whenever I need. The coffee station doesn't stop here. It continues over here. We have an additional coffee pot because I have a few people who live here who prefer to use a traditional coffee pot, so we've got this there for them. And we open the cabinets. A ton of different coffee mugs. Another fun organizational tip is you can use risers in your cabinets on the shelves to almost create an additional shelf. My mom also likes to do her own steaming, so this is her little steamer she's got over here. And on this top shelf, this is like party wear. I've got the bamboo plates, like disposable red cups, that kind of thing. Part of the coffee station is also extended tea station. We've got for hot tea, we've got a little brown sugar, regular sugar. Sometimes we like to put those into coffee. And then this is my secret right now. I used to take melatonin to fall asleep sometimes. Now I'm taking magnesium. Under the tea station, I have some more food wraps and snack bags. I love these. This is just so cute to get rid of the boxes. You can just fit a bunch of these in here. This is just so neat. Then these 2 drawers down here are all Tupperware. I like to stack them with their matching lids. These are great ones. They're glass and they've got these little pop tops, so it keeps it really locked. And then these ones are more like to go. If someone comes over and we've made cake or we've had extra dessert or brownies, these are lightweight, and I love these because they're just like easy. They're like, here, take some home with you. Then one of my favorite things in any kitchen is the built-in trash and recycle. Here, I've got a double recycling and then 2 trash built in. Amazing. And now we are in front of my sink. This is one of my favorite places to stand because you get a beautiful view of the outdoors and the backyard, and you get to see people hanging out and all the beautiful orange trees. Also, underneath this big window, half of the day it gets great sunlight, so it was the perfect place to put all of my little plants. These are live plants, my herbs that I use when I'm cooking in the kitchen. Over here I've got rosemary, sweet mint, and then regular mint. I like to make mojitos and stuff. That's fun for me. Every baker needs an aloe plant in their kitchen. If you ever burn your finger or your hand, you can actually break off a little part of this and rub right onto your burn, and it helps healing. And I got this little spray here, so it helps me water them a lot easier, you know, and I just do this every day. For soaps, I love these containers. These are not mine. I think I just ordered them off of Amazon. And on Etsy, I found a gal who makes these labels. We got hand soap and dish soap just right at the ready. And I love them. They're so big. I don't have to refill them very often. I just fill them to the top, and it takes forever to go through them. It's lovely. This sink is amazing. It's large, it's deep, it's really easy for me to do dishes. And the nozzle has got a hose, just like my last kitchen. And over here, I thought this was soap when I first moved in, but this is actually filtered water. So it has a little filter underneath, and you change the filter just like you would a Brita filter in your fridge. Now under the sink, we've got some organization. These are bins from my line. I've just labeled them, but we've got like the kitchen bags and different sponges and products, and I'm learning about more green products right now, so these are still in transition. This is an area where I could do better, and this is really neat. Right next to the sink is the dishwasher. It's what you call a hidden dishwasher, so they've put some white wood to match all the cabinets in front of the dishwasher, and I think I actually need to do a load. I do. Okay, I have dishes in there, so I gotta do a load. Those are dirty. Then for a drying rack, I found this, I think, at West Elm, and I love it because it's got this nice drying mat right here, easy to clean. You can wash it in the wash machine, and it's got this thing that goes over it. I can stick plates in here, I can stick pots in here. Before I show you this last corner, I'm going to show you underneath this huge kitchen island. They made built-in storage. Let me show you. Okay, so I'm gonna move a chair. We've got a bunch of chairs here. Blue's helping me today, and here tons of my cake pans. Can you tell I'm a baker? And again, I use the stackers, so it's creating another shelf. Over here, I've got some more pans. The stuff that I store under here is stuff that obviously doesn't get used every day, but it's very easy access. So you can just move a chair out of the way and boom, here they are. We've got our princess cake pans, my spring form pans when I'm making cheesecakes, and these specialty pans that go in the crock pot, so you can actually bake things inside of the crock pot. These are the dishware and plates that I use for holiday dinners or dinner parties. Next to it are some more, because not only did I get the plates, but I got all the serving dishes that you could ever use for like Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. And then this last cabinet is like entertaining things. So we've got our chip dip bowls, serving trays, popcorn when we do movie nights. And finally, here is the last corner of the kitchen in front of me. These are maybe one of my favorite things that we made in my new line. These are dessert display trays. I've got 2 of them out because I like to keep fresh baked goods out for everybody. You can store a cake in here. You can bring this around. It has a little nook here at the bottom so that the lid sits really nicely on that nook, so the lid won't hit your cake. Above the yummies is the smoothie station. We have the biggest and the baddest blender. This thing I use every day. I'm really getting into smoothies. And then I put all of my powders up here. We've got the chia seeds, the flax seeds, the protein powders, and these ones are my friend's protein powders. Cassie, I love you. These are the Blogilates powders. We've got her sweet cream, her chocolate, and then these ones are pure and the 365 vanilla protein powders, which I also love. Up there is my travel blender, and I forgot to say this, but right next to the sink, I keep my dish towels for drying. I've organized it with these wood spacers, and they're adjustable, so you can pick the length. You don't have to have a drawer this long for them to work, and they're easy to grab and go. These 2 drawers have heavier items. They're my casserole dishes, and I have a bunch of them. I will often get a casserole dish and get 3 to 5 of them, because when I'm baking for camera, I'll be doing it in stages. So I'll have one prepped at one stage, one in the middle, and then one at the end. Same thing down here, these cute little casserole dishes where I'm making like an ugly bean dip. So this drawer right in the middle, this is a house drawer. It's just got the blueprints for the house, manuals, remotes, but this drawer is an additional doggy drawer. It has more treats in here and some of their toys and some of their travel bowls. To organize their pet drawer, I've used the wood spacers and our canisters. So I have their little toys, leashes, and pet lint rollers. This top drawer is a grab-all house drawer. I always have one of these, but it's just got pens and things. This last area is kind of a catch-all. It's storage for outside stuff, but also indoor stuff. My mom loves juicing our oranges every day. We also have a traditional toaster. Here we have a bunch of stuff for outside. So this stuff I keep right here because right around the corner, that's where we eat outside all the time. And all of these bins are from my line as well. They're a little different style. You can use them open-ended like this if you have taller items, but you can also use the lids. They have a wood stackable lid, like if you want to put snacks in here or something for your pantry. And if you're short like me, it makes it easy to get stuff out of it. All right, that does it for the kitchen tour. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, a lot of the organizational stuff that you saw today and all of my drawers and on my countertops is from my new organizational line with iDesign at the Container Store. I'll put a link down below if you want to go check out any of the items that you saw today. And also there's a bunch more that I have like in my pantry and I'm starting to incorporate all over my house. So if you want to check it out, you can, including these little bowls. Like how cute are these stackable bowls? I am obsessed. Again, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other rooms of the house you'd like to see a tour of, please let me know in the comments down below. Would you like to see in the office? Would you like to see in my closet? Would you like to see the pantry? I just redid the pantry. Let me know if you'd like to see that. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, it's free, and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video. All right, you guys, thanks again, bye-bye. And if you'd like to watch another video, you can click up here or up here. It's so 70s today. Click up here or up here.